everyone. This is Dan, 2015 here, alongside my friend Conor, and you may recognize him from some of my universe modes. Hi Conor, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
And today we are going to review and share our thoughts on the brand new WWE2K23 video game. And, well, it's not the full game itself, but it's the roster. I saw there was a YouTube video that said that the full roster is out, so I thought, hey, why not make a review of myself? And this is the actual website to have a look at for yourself. The website will be in the description below. But without further ado, Conor, I'm going to scroll down here. Starting off with AJ Styles.
It is always great to have AJ in a game. So, my personal opinion is pretty good, since I don't think he took any leave of absence, but I do wonder if we are going to get Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson later down the list.
Yes, that is a very good question. And I really hope it's the... I don't know which attire we're gonna get, but I'm gonna hope it's the red and black to do with those. See,
it might be the red and black one, or it could be the one he. I'm trying to make a prediction of when they stop putting in superstars for the game, and the only thing that's coming to mind is Clash at the Castle. So maybe it'll be.
Yeah, I
mean,
either Clash of the Castle, and. If I'm not mistaken, Karrion Kross, Dexter Lumis, and all those people that returned were on the roster by the time Clash of the Castle came around. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So who knows?
We're about to find out. Akira Tozawa. Now, by the looks of things, by the looks of that render, we're gonna get the Akira Tozawa with the blonde hair. I'm happy about that.
Which we won't be able to see the power of Ninja Tozawa.
yeah, I know. Then this is an NXT woman, I believe. It's I can't know if I'm going to.
Okay. Can I say something before we continue?
Go ahead.
I have not seen a lot of NXT. I don't watch it because usually on Tuesdays, when it is available on my TV, I'm usually busy. So I'm gonna barely know anything from these NXT guys and girls besides Braun Breaker. That's the only guy I'm probably gonna know about.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same here. I don't.
No offense to NXT. It's just that I don't have time to watch it.
Yeah, no offense to anyone that watches NXT, and I'm the same. But yeah, Albia Faye, I think that's how you pronounce her name.
We'll just have to play the game to find out, it seems.
Yeah, I don't know much about her. But we do know about Alexa Bliss. Good,
Thank God. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm glad I'm not staring at the Alexa Bliss with the Lily doll.
Oh yeah, I can assure you it's. I'm not too sure she'll have an alternate attire where it's, but I feel like she probably will still walk out with the Lily doll in hand. Because I
really hope not. Because let's face it. When she joined Bray Wyatt, it kind of went downhill for him.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute because we're gonna have Aaliyah. We know who Aaliyah is. She came from NXT, and we've seen some Aaliyah since. And she's a very good athlete, and she's new to the 2K series. She's new. This is her first appearance in a video game.
Try not to bury her, Dan.
I won't. I'll have her in my universe mode. Moving on to the Andre the Giant. Yeah, chances are it's probably the same model from last time, but maybe a little bit more HD-ish because you can't do much. The people that passed away, unfortunately. But I'm going from that to strangely, it's Angel Garza and not Angel.
They decided to give him his full name back. Give a round of applause.
A round of applause to 2K23. So this is going to be interesting. Will he be automatically in a tag team with Roberto Carrillo? We shall see. But moving on from one tag team to another, Angelo Dawkins. And so I'm going to obviously presume that Montez Ford is there too, but, you know, obviously...
Yeah.
You know, the Street Profits, it's going to be... I really hope that when they come out, we get to see solo cups coming down. That is something I want to see. And going on from another tag team, for someone that used to be in a tag team, someone that's now back on NXT, Apollo Crews.
Oh boy, I can safely say that his bodyguard won't be making a comeback this year.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. What version of Apollo Crews are we going to get? Are we going to get the same one as last year, or are we going to get the NXT Apollo Crews?
I think it would be the NXT version.
Speaking of NXT, former NXT Women's Champion Asuka is next. I really hope we get a very good version of her. Obviously, we're not going to get the full-on heel face paint, but I feel like we're going to get some form. And I really hope her payback is the Poison Mist.
I think it should be.
And as long as as long as her overall doesn't go down. And speaking of things that go down, it's A-Town down. Hey, you see how I transitioned there? Austin Theory. And I'm glad it's Austin Theory and not Theory.
Coming down to the ring, Theory!
But yeah, and also the fact that I said A-Town down, I'm glad that I'm going to hope that it's actually A-Town down as the theme song. And, Austin Theory, again, used to come from NXT, and we got another guy from NXT, Axiom, who used to be A-Kid. So technically, it's his second appearance, but first time appearance for Axiom as the actual super gimmick. So, but second appearance.
I don't know if anyone else has done this, but I think A-Kid or Axiom may be the only person who had their WWE game debut as one gimmick and their next appearance in a different gimmick, literally after.
Well, we're going on to the pre-order bonus now, and this one's going to be bad because it's Bad Bunny. And yes, I have got now pre-ordered the game. I couldn't wait for much longer, so I will be getting Bad Bunny. So, yeah.
Well, think about this. If Logan Paul becomes your CWA champion, it could be a good thing.
We don't talk about that. Batista. I'm gonna move on and say Batista. We saw two different versions of Batista, which you can see here. We see on the Icon edition where you get the OVW version of Batista and the default Batista, which I'm going to guess comes with multiple attires. And,
or they're going to split them into different multiple versions, kind of like how they did with Ray.
Possible. But I don't see it on here, but I tell you what, I'm gonna have to do a storyline where Queen Bayley loses her queenship because Bayley is up next, and I'm gonna hope when I scroll down, I get to the D, I get to see Dakota Kai and Io Sky, and we can have the trio of Damage Control. I really hope that they are in the
second
game.
You scroll down, denied! Though would be time for though Damage Control would be good for like a big time, maybe women's trio champion contenders tournament, perhaps.
Perhaps. And speaking of big time, we got big time Becky Lynch next.
Okay, I will admit this is my least favorite version of Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but come on, I know you guys have got really good community creations, and considering that WWE2K23 had some good modded ones, where you could mod in the the looks and everything. So yeah, hopefully we get some good community creation. So, but I understand it because this is the look she had during the scan, so it makes sense. And well, by the looks of it, we're going from one badass to another Beth Phoenix.
And it seems like we're getting the modern day Beth Phoenix, which is interesting, but I'm also slightly worried about.
Definitely.
Because we only saw her wrestle wrestle one match in within the past year or so, and that was against The Miz and Maurice.
But if you know what would make a really good mixed tag team matchup, Beth Phoenix and Edge versus Montez Ford, and the very next person on the list, Bianca Belair. Again, we've seen some screenshots of Bianca Belair. She does look very good.
That she does, which I am hoping her hair doesn't glitch out like it does sometimes in 2K23 for me.
22.
22, my bad.
Yeah. Well, I think she'll be hitting some big time moves, and she's definitely going to be, hitting some big time moves. And do you know who's going to be hitting some big time moves? Big Boss Man, and he's back again. That's all I can say.
He doesn't want to go.
He does not want to go in, but I would admit it is the Hard Times version again. I was hoping that if I was going to get the Big Boss Man, we would get the Attitude Era version. But hey ho, it's Hard Times. And
I think we only got that version in 2K17 and 2K18.
Yeah, but I suppose that again, community creations can give us that version. But you know who's having some hard times right about now because of it due to an injury, and that's Big E.
Person who hasn't been seen in, I think, nearly over a year now.
Yeah, but hey, I feel like this version of Big E is gonna be, hitting big, and he's gonna hopefully he'll take business into his own hands. And you know who else has a business? The Hurt Business, and a former member of the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley.
Now, this is something I'm wondering. Are they going to include a full-on Hurt Business, or are they just going to include all plain, almighty Bobby Lashley?
See, I've seen a picture of Bobby Lashley, and it is the almighty Bobby Lashley, I'm afraid. But I really hope they keep the entrance motion so that you can recreate the Hurt Business. And I'll tell you what, that Hurt Lock is freaking scary, and I feel like he could break somebody's neck. But you know what else is scary? The Boogeyman! Conor, I know you're probably getting sick and tired of my transactions, but it's funny. Content.
For you, it's funny. For me, I'm getting tortured.
Oh,
okay, I will admit, if I'm gonna push anybody in my universe modes, it's gonna be the Boogeyman.
Oh yeah, I mean, because this is his second appearance. This is going from DLC to in-game Boogeyman, so I like it.
I feel like the Boogeyman did not. I feel like the Boogeyman, if he had a chance to get a second time full-on run, I feel like he would at least become Intercontinental or U.S. champion.
Okay, alright, yeah, and definitely, and you said U.S. champion, right?
Yep.
Do you know who else was the United States champion? And do you know what, speaking of champions, five-time WCW champion Booker T is next.
Booker T, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to be getting King Booker.
No, but because we had him in the previous game, and that was added in later on. So maybe they might add him in later on like before. But I want a modern day Booker T with the beard. So I'm not too sure if we are going to get that version or not.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So okay, so next, oh my god, how did I know that this was going to happen? He's there again! It's Braun Strowman!
Braun Strowman seems never wanting to leave.
Yeah, let's face it, I kind of predicted that was going to happen.
Well, let's face it, they probably still had his model left over, and they're like, okay, we're just going to use it again, we're just going to add some stuff to it.
True. And, well, I must admit, that was an excellent move by 2K. And speaking of excellence, you know where this is going. Excellence is execution. It's Bret the Hitman Hart. Love it. You know, you can't go wrong. You can't go with Bret the Hitman Hart. Although, the next one is Brie Bella. Was it any... There was no need for Brie Bella.
Okay,
Nobody asked. Nobody asked.
If you go on Twitter and you find fucking diva stands, I think they would argue with you.
Well, you know, I didn't ask for it, but hey ho, she was meant to be in the last game, but here she is. And do you know what? I'm happy about the next one, not just because I'm British, but we're getting the British Bulldog. Again, this is great because, you know, and however, have you noticed the icon there? The icon is actually the British Bulldog with short hair. So we're getting that version of the British Bulldog again. So, you know, we had the one with the long hair in 2K22, and now we're getting this version.
Okay, I will admit, Bulldog with long hair does not sit well with me for some reason.
So that's why you probably prefer him with the short hair.
I grew up playing WWE games with him having short hair, so when I saw him with long hair in 2K22, I was like, okay.
That's because that's the OG look, but do you know who's the OG here? Brock Lesnar. We're getting two versions of Brock Lesnar. The Beast Incarnate, modern day, and the O2 version. That's going to be on the Icon Edition. So I'm going to get that version, obviously. You know, that's going to be very interesting.
Actually, pause before we continue. I noticed that we're not seeing that much reveals from a showcase.
That is very good point.
So it's either mostly there'll be like other attires, or 2K is pulling a move where like, okay, we're not gonna show you what the renders look like yet because we're still working on it.
Very good point. Very good point. But hey, maybe these are the renders. Or maybe they're not showing us the showcase versions because, well, they're alternate attires. That's why I think it might just be alternate attires. Which I'm hoping that is the case. I really am hoping that is the case.
Yeah, it'll be easier for you to make a shaven Brock Lesnar without having to switch to a different one.
Yeah, but now I really hope, because I mean we haven't got to S yet. And we haven't gotten to the other Steiner, Scott. We haven't gotten to S, which is Scott Steiner, and what was his dad's name? Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm lost. God damn it!
Don't worry, I'll probably come to you after the video.
It probably will. Anyway, it's Braun Breaker, and he's probably the default NXT champion. To be fair, and I have seen him in action in the Royal Rumbles on YouTube. But yeah, I think with the his dad and his uncle both in the Hall of Fame. But you know what is surprising about that we are seeing a return? This one is a shocker. Bruno Sammartino.
We can finally have the dream match to see who is the better longest reigning WWE champion.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we saw Bruno Sammartino in a 2K game, wasn't it like 2K14 or something?
It was.
Oh,
and I think he was DLC at that time.
Yeah. So, that's going to be interesting to bring Bruno Sammartino back in my WWE Legends.
Then have him hold the title for about 8 years.
Yeah, that'll be funny. Although, I would have to play 2K23 for 8 years. Although, realistically, I don't have to do that. But going on to NXT and making his debut is Brutus Creed. Never heard of him.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a better idea for two guys who don't watch a lot of NXT except to see the promo ads for it.
Yeah, I mean, I never. You tell me in the comments, guys. Is Brutus Creed a good wrestler? Because we don't have time to watch freaking a shitload of TV shows that feature wrestling. So Raw and Smackdown through us, I'm afraid. It's nothing personal. It's just like I'm a big fan of NXT. Seen clips of it, and I like where it's come. And I can tell you this, alright? I don't know what nationality Brutus Creed is, but Butch, he is British. And I can tell you, this is gonna,
I can definitely sense favoritism from somebody.
But, if it's considering that we've got Butch in there, I feel like we're going to have Ridge Holland in there too, and Sheamus, which means Fella, the Brawling Brutes.
No, that means there's going to be fight night in the game.
Fight night. We're not even at D yet, but we have C. We have Cactus Jack and Conor. You're going to be facing him in my Universe mode in a last man standing match, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be good to see Cactus Jack back in the game. My fingers crossed we get to see Mankind and Dude Love as well.
Here's the hoping.
Here is who is definitely hoping. As next up, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the Cameron. It's all about the Grimes. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
To the corner with you.
But hey, going on. Hey, if we're going to keep talking about money, it's gotta be Carmella, because Carmella is money.
And I just noticed something about Carmella. Her render kind of looks like a 2K22 a bit.
A little bit, yeah. But we've got a debut, Carmelo Hayes. That's pretty awesome from NXT. And well, we got Primetime, and we got Primetime Cedric Alexander, and that render looks derpy as hell.
I think they just asked Cedric to make whatever face, and that was the face he chose.
Yeah. And you know, tell me. I want you to tell me I'll keep talking about Cedric Alexander for a second.
I'm not falling for this trick.
Just do it. Content.
Shush, Dan, because up next is Chad Gable. Yes, I'm doing it this time.
Yeah, Chad Gable. I can't wait to please have the Alpha Academy tag team entrance. Unlike the bullshit that we got last time. It was just a generic tag team. No, thank you. We want freaking Chad Gable coming out with Otis properly. And, you know, I know he's had a good share of titles. But here, speaking of fair share of titles, woo! It's Charlotte Flair, the current SmackDown Women's Champion.
Oh boy, I wonder if she's going to be Women's Champion in the game. Or that might go to Liv Morgan.
Maybe, but... And then we're going to move on to China, the Not Wonder World. I actually saw her model, and her model in 2K23 looks good, because she was demonstrated in the War Games match. But, you know what, Conor? Guess what?
What?
Wrestling has more than one royal family. Cody Rhodes is back in WWE 2K games. Love it. I've seen his model, and it's the best looking model in the entire game. And
okay, I will admit Cody Rhodes does look good, but I wonder if the developers are going to throw in like a hidden gimmick of Cody Rhodes, like undashing, maybe dashing, maybe when he was joining Legacy. I mean, like, I would like to play as past Cody Rhodes.
Chances are there might be some community creations, and that would be interesting to see. I mean, he was.
Yeah, as long as what Star does.
Also, speaking of gimmicks, you might want to. You know, earlier when we was reviewing Apollo Crews, and you said, "I very much doubt that Commander Aziz is going to be here," and here we are. Commander Aziz is up next.
Where the fuck has he been?
I don't know, but apparently he's in the game, okay? Which I have this sneaky suspicion now. I think I know which Apollo Crews we're getting.
Oh.
So, but we got some more.
More tag teams.
Yeah, more tag teams. I agree. And we saw. I actually saw Cora Jade. Her in the promo. She looks very good. And well, El Fantasma. Legado El Fantasma Cruz de Toro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Well, this will be his second WWE game. Let's see if his ratings will rise or drop.
We're gonna find out. And speaking of second WWE game, well, she's here, Dakota Kai. And it's a good render of it. It's the pink and white of Damage Control. I like it.
Yeah, it seems like it.
And, well, here's a guy you know very well, Conor, in my universe mode, Damian Priest. And it looks like his Judgment Day attire.
Okay, so will this prove that we will get all of Judgment Day?
I mean, it's very unlikely. I mean, I have seen Finn Balor in some of the promos on YouTube. So we're gonna scroll down in just a sec to see who we got next. Up next is Dana Brooke. Okay, yeah. Move on.
Dana Brooke trying to pull you out of the 24/7 division.
Yeah, that's less to talk about Dana Brooke, the better. And Dexter Lumis, just as I predicted.
Hopefully, I think his rating in 2K22 was like a 79, I believe. Hopefully they'll raise it up a bit.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we're getting, once again, we're getting Big Daddy Cool Diesel. That's just too sweet.
Okay, back to the corner, Dan, and stay there.
Yeah. But I hope there's no clowning around in this pack because he's in the end game now. It's Doink the Clown.
Oh boy, I can definitely assure you. But the question is, will we get playful Doink or are we going to get creepy Doink like we got in the last game?
You can see the render. It looks like it's creepy Doink.
I don't know. All clowns look creepy to me, so it's hard to tell.
And he's here to show the world. It's Dolph Ziggler.
Oh boy. Well, think about this. Between 2K22 and this game, Dolph Ziggler, I think, has become NXT champion.
Yeah, that's true. He might have the higher overall next, but I think this guy next to him is gonna want his mammy. It's Dominic Mysterio. Don't mess with him. He's been in prison.
I honestly do not give a shit whether or not he's been in prison. He's an annoying little shithead.
Which gives you more and more permission to beat him up in WWE2K23. Now, the next one is a bit unfair to 2K because she just recently changed her name back to Piper Niven, but we got Doudrop.
Okay, this is something you can't blame on 2K because they did come in a bit late.
I agree 100%. Unless they do something later on where they change it later on, which is very possible. With an update, you could possibly easily do it. It's just a name. But hey, do you know who helped you out on WWE 2K22 when you was going through the tutorial? It was Drew Gulak.
Now where the hell has this guy been?
I don't know. NXT helping out people on the Performance Center. And speaking of Drews, we got Drew McIntyre. We know that he's in the game because we saw him in some snapshots and some videos. So yeah, Mamacita Holmes got Eddie Guerrero. But which version?
From the render, it looks like we'll be getting WCW Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, which is a shame, really, because I actually prefer playing as the WWE version. Or maybe, again, it might be attire types. It might be where you get to choose which attire which I'm hoping, you know. Well, someone that got portrayed recently as the rated R Superstar Edge is up next, and again, he looks very good. I've seen him in the game a bit while it was being previewed in YouTube videos. But I have a question for you. Who wants to walk with Elias?
I think you mean Ezekiel.
No, that's Elias right there. Well, all I can say is, I'm back! And I'm proving you wrong now, Eric Bischoff.
I'm surprised Eric Bischoff came back.
I told you, NWO, damn it. Think about it. Hollywood Hogan is down on the bottom there, and we're going to get most likely Kevin Nash and Scott Hall again, so Eric Bischoff is there. And speaking of Erics, it's Eric of the Viking Raiders.
It looks like his real persona.
And wait a minute, you said Ezekiel, he's there too. Elias's brother.
Oh boy, this is going to bring back some memories for you.
All I can say is, damn! Because Farouk is back. Now, question is, are we going to get Farouk APA Farouk?
Or are we just going to get plain old Farouk, kind of like how we got in last game?
I hope not. But, you know, you said it's all of Judgment Day there. Yes, Finn Balor. I've seen his render, I've seen his in-game model. Finn Balor. I'm hoping maybe we might not. I don't know if we're seeing Demon Finn Balor or not. But
probably not.
I mean, hopefully the 2K community don't get too toxic, because it's Gigi Dolan, one half of Toxic Attraction, who recently just split up. Chances are they're going to be in the game as a team, and because now that's...
Which I don't think many people will be sad
No. But, hey, Giovanni Vinci! Now, there's a guy that you can get used to.
Yep, and I was on Twitter earlier when they posted a picture of Gunther and Ludwig, and I believe his name is Ludwig Kaiser?
Ludwig Kaiser, yes.
And people were wondering if Ginavi, I cannot pronounce her name.
Giovanni Vinci.
Don't, fuck it, I'm not going to say it. People were going to wonder if he was going to be in the game, considering he came out a bit later than Ludwig and Gunther, but it seems that he made it into the game okay. And I noticed he ain't wearing nothing red.
Hey, guess what? You hear that knocking on the door? Because it's time for Goldberg. Goldberg.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. Who plays as Goldberg nowadays?
Exactly. But I'm glad he's in the game anyway, because he could be on my WWE Legends. And I've only seen this guy wrestle once. Grayson Waller. Moving on to the ring general, Gunther.
AKA your personal favorite.
And you know what? That makes me happy. Just like Happy Corbin. Man, I like because it's now gone back to being plain old Baron Corbin again. God damn it, they do this every year.
Look, it's Baron Corbin, now it's Corbin, now it's King Corbin, Sad Corbin, Happy Corbin,
Well,
Corbin the Wrestling God.
Well, let me ask you something. What you gonna do, Conor, when they put two versions of Hulk Hogan in the game, brother? It's got Hollywood Hulk Hogan and regular Hulk Hogan, and that's not just any regular Hulk Hogan, brother. It's the 80s version, brother, and in the early 90s, and I can't do that voice forever because that's gonna do me in.
Yeah.
But moving on to Alberto Carrillo. Good choice. Then we got Ilya Dragunov, Indy Hartwell, the other half of the Viking Raiders, Ivar, and finishing off the returning Io Sky.
I think we will be getting all of Damage Control.
By the looks of things, yes. Moving on, we are going on to the nitty gritty here. I already said Io Sky, so we got JC Jane, the other half of Toxic Attraction. But here is a surprising one. When I was talking to you about this, I generally didn't think he was gonna make it. But Jake the Snake Roberts is back in.
I believe during the time 2K22 was released, Jake left the company.
Yeah, and he appeared in AEW. So that is a very surprising entry there.
I'm starting to think that Jake is like secretly talking backstage with Triple H. He's like, okay, I'm with AEW now. Can I be in one final game?
Maybe he's just or maybe one of the people at 2K are big fans of Jake the Snake Roberts. He's been in several 2K games since 2K took over.
Well, let's hope it doesn't turn to a CM Punk situation. Trust me, we do not want that.
Well, do you know how we had Happy Corbin? Do you know what? And Baron Corbin just split up with JBL. Oh, we could finally do it. We could put JBL against Happy Corbin.
Take Baron's head off.
Yeah. Oh, and someone who was in the game recently, but under a different name, it's JD McDonald. McDonald? I think that's how you say it. Because it used to be the Irish Ace, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
And going on to another king, Jerry the King Lawler's back in the game. I like that. You know,
Jerry the King Lawler needs to be in more games, but don't put Michael Cole with him.
Well, although I'm gonna put my one in the sky for this one because I'm feeling Usi. It's Jey Uso. Followed up by Jim the Under Neidhart, just to get that one out the way. And although the render looks really weird, I'm guessing that's not the full-time render. It was probably the only render that they could find to go with it. But
most likely.
So yeah, I'm going on for Jim the Under Neidhart. Back down to Jimmy Uso. We the ones. And Jinder Mahal. That render is pretty much spot on because I actually saw Jinder Mahal's person, in the game. He actually has that short beard, even though he doesn't have a beard anymore. That's spot on. We got the other half of Nagano Phantasma. It's Jacqueline Wilde. And
well, looks like the entirety of Lego del Phantasma is getting their second. Hopefully, all their overalls have been rated since they've been moved to Smackdown.
I mean, then up next it just goes straight to Johnny Gargano because I can't see anyone else before Johnny Gargano. I don't know about you.
No, there seems to be like 4 empty slots.
Ooh, a mystery! I can't wait. Can't wait to see who that is. But seriously though, we have 4 different John Cenas. We have modern day John Cena, 02 John Cena, 06 John Cena, and the prototype John Cena for the Icon Edition. Ooh. But yeah, then we're going to go on to Johnny Gargano. That makes the wrap-up of all those releases that came back are in the game still. So I'm hoping we get the Rebel Heart theme. That I'm really hoping that's the one that we get. And then we got that other guy that was back up earlier on the video, Julius Creed, and I'm presuming that's his tag team partner. Again, he's NXT. And well, oh God, that's gotta be Kane. Okay.
And knowing, okay, question is, is this gonna be like I wouldn't say modern day King, considering he doesn't wrestle anymore.
I'm guessing what we see in the render is what we see and what we get. But, you know what? I'd like to say I'm happy with the fact that we got Karrion Kross again. I'm happy with that.
And it's not that weird outfit he was wearing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think we're getting that version. It looks like we're getting the up-to-date version with the hair, which is always a good one. He was a former NXT champion, and we got going some more NXT guys, women. We got Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Don't know who they are. But as I said and as I predicted, we got another Too Sweet in Kevin Nash. And
it looks like we'll be getting the Outsiders, not the NWO version.
It does look that way. But hey, going from one Kevin to another, it's Kevin Owens. And
I think this will be Kevin Owens dressed as he was for War Games.
That's my prediction too. And we had Big E, and now we got Kofi Kingston. And then going on to Kofi Kingston to Kurt Angle. Oh my
WWE Games so 2K20.
Oh yeah. And unfortunately, I have seen Kurt Angle. I'm hoping that there's two versions. I'm hoping that the default Kurt Angle is the 2K20 version with the board head Kurt Angle, and the one with the earmuffs is the showcase mode. But I highly doubt it. I hope there's good community creations versions, much better versions of Kurt Angle. And if there are, I'm downloading it. So, because the actual in-game Kurt Angle is with the earmuffs. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they're earmuffs or if they're amateur wrestling helmet. That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
But yeah, let's move on. Well, up next, Conor, LA Knight, yeah.
And not Max Dupree, which is something I was going to be scared of.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that's the case. Actually, to be fair. Then we have Lacey Evans. Left, right, what? Good to see that. Then we got Lita. Thank goodness she's back, I'm going to say. Then we got Liv Morgan, and this is good. Then we got Ludwig Kaiser.
No.
Wait, what?
Back. You missed one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And
can we move on to like Marseille?
allow me to say it for you. In between Liv Morgan and Ludwig Kaiser.
Alright, fine. It's Logan Paul. Are you happy now?
Yes, I think you just hate Logan Paul a bit too much.
Okay, moving on to Marseille. After Ludwig Kaiser, by the way. Looking good, but looking very good. But Marseille. However, it says Mace, but it's got the render of Marseille. So I'm a bit confused.
We'll just have to figure out what's the game.
Then, the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, it's Madcap Moss, a.k.a. the default created up superstar.
Yeah.
Then we got Mansoor, but it says Mansoor on the page. So again,
I think they didn't have enough time to update the names quickly as much, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, I'm presuming it is Marseille. But we got Maurice. She's back with her husband, so that's always good. And then moving on to that is 420, brah. It's Matt Riddle.
Who I hope returns soon for WrestleMania.
Me too. And here's somebody that nobody asked for. Oops, I hit my mic. Molly Holly.
You do realize there are going to be some Molly Holly fans that are going to come after you.
I know, but she wasn't in the last game, and I was kind of happy about that because then we got Montez Ford, my prediction, who I think is going to win the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Do I have to announce the next one, for fuck's sake?
No, I'll do it for you. And the next one is obviously a joke from the 2K developers, Mr. McMahon.
I really hope he's the lowest freaking overall, for my sakes.
I think he's going to be. I think it's a joke. Okay, yeah. I think it's a joke. He's not going to be in the game. If he is, I can assure you, we're turning him into a jobber into universe mode.
Oh yeah. But moving on, Mustafa Ali, I like this version 100%. And just only 3 letters to describe this next person: MVP. I like that.
And next up we have the daughter of the Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Natalia.
Oh yeah, and then we got, moving on to that, I'm gonna just keep going from now on out. We got Nikki ASH? Question mark?
Again, I think it's just renders and names getting fucked up.
Yeah, so I'm presuming it's Nikki Cross, because that's my guess at this point. Then we have Nikki Bella. Can you pronounce the next one?
I don't think I'll be able to.
Dakota, by the looks of it, Dakota Loins. Now, here's a guy I haven't seen a fucking forever. The last time we saw this guy was in it on 2K19.
Noman Dar.
No, I'm Dar. Wow, he's back. Wow. And well, it's Omos is next.
Okay, can you just say something? Because I've noticed some things as well, like new renders, old names, old renders. I think they're still like updating it.
That's what I'm guessing too. Yeah. But at least we're getting a good idea of who's in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And well, it's the big guy, one of the big guys himself. The Otis is next.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. You could pronounce the next one, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, next on the list is the Tribal Chief's wise men, Paul Heyman.
As a manager.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure people will find a way to make him a playable character too.
Yeah. And then you can see on YouTube 100 finishers done to Paul Heyman in 2K23.
Alright, moving on. Alright, next up, surprisingly, it's Queen Selena. It's not Selena Vega, it's Queen Selena, because she was originally going to be in one of the DLCs from last year's game, but she's now here. So,
Yeah, making me up for lost time, I guess.
Alright, Conor, who's next?
Next up is a person who I wish was on TV more, R-Truth.
Yeah, and going on from R-Truth, we've got my second favorite superstar of all time, Randy Orton. Not just Randy Orton, but we also get him Randy Orton 02 as part of the Icon edition. And, well, I'm going to do the impersonation, but you can pronounce it because we're going, ooh, yeah.
Next up is the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
And then we got Raquel Rodriguez. I like it how it's not Gonzalez, it's Rodriguez. It's the old render, but again, you might see it change in the future.
Yeah.
And again, I'll do the Ayo, Chico. It's the bad guy, Reza Ramon.
And I noticed it's a new render this time.
It is a new render. And
So
well,
they'll just need some time to get everything rendered up.
And here's one that's actually very surprising. I thought that we would not see in the game. Go ahead.
It's Reggie.
Oh man, Reggie. Going from Reggie to Rey Mysterio.
And from Rey Mysterio, we got the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley.
And of course, who's just recently returned, we got Rick Boogs! And I really hope he's in with a tag team with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Probably not.
Honest to God, that would be so great. That would be great. Because imagine that entrance. That would be so good.
And from Rick Boogs, we go to the High Flyer, teaming up with the Monsters. The Monsters currently Ricochet!
And going up from Ricochet, we got Ridge Holland, baby, making his debut.
And from Ridge Holland, we got the father of both of the Usos, Rikishi.
And then we got Rob Van Dam, because we know this because he's in the showcase mode.
Yeah.
And well, we got the glorious Conor.
Robert Roode. Speaking of which, when is he gonna come back?
Probably after his injuries have healed, I'm going to guess. And I like the new render, which I feel like we're getting the WCW version of Roddy Piper. Rowdy Piper. And well, I'm acknowledging him. I don't know about you. Because up next we have
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I'm going from one rowdy one to another. It's Ronda Rousey.
Who I really was hoping would not make a return. Let's face it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Ronda Rousey. She just feels like a second-rated Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. And, well, going on from Ronda Rousey, another NXT person. Can you pronounce the name? If not, I will pronounce
Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Priaz, I believe that's how you pronounce it. But, yeah. Sami Uso! Sami Zayn's next.
Yeah, I don't think you're feeling very oozy, Dan.
But who's that? And to finish off the entire Legado El Fantasma, we have
Santos Escobar.
Yeah. And have you noticed then this actually doesn't have the word manager written over it, making her debut? It's Scarlett.
Interesting.
And, well, ayo! He's back again! It's Scott Hall.
And this also looks like the outsider version, no NWO, so I think we're not going to get like the whole NWO team.
Maybe. We'll have to find out. We have Seth! Come on and say it.
Rollins.
There you go. And now, here comes to a fucking question mark. I really hope this isn't true and this is just a screw up. But how the fuck do we have Shane McMahon?
I mean, if Shane McMahon's in the game, then oh well, that's another body to make the roster bigger.
Yeah, but he got fired before even... what? I mean, okay, it'd be great to play Shane McMahon again? Question mark.
Hey, we could finally have Shane McMahon versus Vince McMahon to see who's worst.
Maybe it's a joke, I don't know. But, my god, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but we got Shanky! Okay.
Again, I don't see why you're so upset about some of these superstars.
I'm not. I'm just questioning how many people are going to use Shanky. But up next is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. But I am interested to see how many attires Shawn Michaels is going to have. Are we going to get an up-to-date version as well? Or will we get like a more updated attire? We saw like a clip of him where he was being chokeslammed by the Undertaker. They had the wristband. I kind of don't want the wristband version of Shawn Michaels in there, but hey ho, hey. But hey, we've got the Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades next.
Shayna Baszler, which I wonder if she's going to be in a tag team with Ronda in this game.
Could be. And well, to finish off this section, we got Sheamus, fella. Next up is Shelton Benjamin.
Always nice to have Shelton, but I know we're not going to get his one of his best theme song. Ain't no stopping me.
No. But hey, at least we got Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not going through the entire thing. Also, we're getting from Shinsuke Nakamura. We're getting Shotzi by the looks of things, and well, to complete
After Shotzi, we got the WWE game debut of Solo Sikoa. What do you think his rating's going to be?
Ooh, that's a good question. See, I feel like he'll be like maybe in the late 80s, maybe 87, 89 for some
Yeah,
reason.
because I know the highest overall will be Roman Reigns, which will be a 99.
And then we got Sonya Deville. Hey, it's a good choice.
Then after Sonya Deville, we got Stacy Keibler.
Yeah, she was a DLC in the last game, and she's in it this one. Didn't really use her that much in the previous game, but hey ho. And of course, we have Stephanie McMahon. We have all the McMahon family in there. Why not?
And after Stephanie McMahon, we got someone who isn't afraid to hit a McMahon, Steve Austin.
What? Okay, I'm not gonna do that entire thing. Yeah, we've got Stone Cold Steve Austin, and very surprisingly, we got 6.
So we got the outsider versions of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, not the NWO version. I think they're going to do like an NWO trio where it's going to be Hogan teaming up with 6, and Eric Bischoff is going to be the third man out.
Now this is going to be interesting to see. Well, we also, we got T-Bar.
Isn't he dead? Like the character?
Yeah, the character is gone. It's now Divakovic. So
this is an interesting decision, unless this is another joke.
Maybe it was a case where they were scanning him when he was still as T-Bar. So
didn't he quit being T-Bar sometime after WWE2K23's release?
I think so. He went back to being Dominic Divakovic. But hey ho, we'll see. Maybe they'll change. Maybe this is just like the brief, like you said before. But we also have Tamina, because nobody's meaner than Tamina.
And after Tamina, we got the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Oh, no, that's a great show. I love the fact we got Ted DiBiase. But oh man, here's your favorite. The Hurricane is back.
And hopefully this time he stays.
Same. And well, he's come to play. It's The Miz.
And after The Miz, it's the person who a lot of people were expecting at the Rumble.
But they got Nia Jax.
Well, no, they got Logan Paul instead.
True. It's The Rock.
And then, which I don't think we'll be able to see The Rock versus Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania.
Yeah. And here's another interesting one. I don't know if Jackson's gonna be impressed with this one. It's Titus O'Neil.
I think Titus is still in the game because he's some sort of. I think he's an ambassador for WWE.
Yeah, he is. He is.
So they're allowed to use his wrestling persona to stay in the game.
True. And, well, here's Tommaso Ciampa, no doubt he was going to be in the game 100%, I could say. There's no doubt. Oh, well,
it's the guy running the damn company now, Triple H.
Yep, and that's going to be a great choice. A very great choice.
Well, I just read at the bottom it says more characters to be confirmed soon, so this is the we have now.
Yeah, this is what we got now, and more characters to be confirmed soon. So we might have to go back and do another look at those bonus ones that we haven't seen yet. But here it goes. So this is just the one so far. We got Trish Stratus next.
It's always nice to have Trish in a video game.
Oh yeah. And, well, the next one is very surprising. It's Tyler Bate.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know whether he looks good with blonde hair or not, with long hair or not.
This one was confirmed ages ago. The Ultimate Warrior is next.
And after the Warrior, it's Umaga.
Or as William Regal would pronounce it, Umaga! Well, we saw him in the package promo. It's the Undertaker.
And let's face it, when will the Undertaker not be in a WWE game?
Very good. That even after this, he really does become a dead man. He'll still be in a wrestling game.
And after the Undertaker, it's Vader.
Oh, it's time! It's time! It's Vader time! And, well, going on from Vader, making his video game debut, it's Veer Mahan.
I'm curious what his overall will be.
Yeah. And, well, speaking of Will B, guess what rhymes with Will B? It's Wesley.
After Wesley, we get a surprise different version, and that is X-Pac.
Yeah. I'm interested to see if this version of X-Pac is like the up-to-date version of X-Pac. But, hey...
Which makes me wonder later down, they're going to put in the NWO versions of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Very, very possible. Very, very possible. And to round off the New Day, who's going to, and I know the fact that he's actually going to be the guy that helps us introduce us into WWE2K23 and does the training, it's Xavier Woods.
And from Xavier Woods, we have a person who's making their second WWE game appearance, Xia Li.
Yeah. And making another appearance in another 2K game, he was in 2K18 and 2K22, it's Yokozuna!
I have 2K18, he's not in the game.
Was it? No, yeah, 2K14, I'm sorry. Not IoT.
Yeah, you're fine. And finally, for now, we have someone who's making their WWE game debut, Zoe Stark.
Yes, another NXT person, so that's gonna be interesting, but there you have it.
I think it's a pretty sizable roster. They need to update the names a bit, or otherwise people are gonna get confused.
Yeah, there are some people that I think that we are going to see added. Because if I remember correctly, the render for Elias was when they revealed Elias, when it was the render for when he was going to be Ezekiel, and they took a picture of him half dressed as Ezekiel, and then they had changed it down the line and to the matching one. So the fact that it says ASH makes me think that we might get, unfortunately, a Nikki ASH. But I'm hoping, like 2K22, they could easily add in Nikki Cross again. So I'm hoping, like they did, where they give us some updated characters, like they did last time, after it's been released. That would be interesting to see. Maybe, for as long as we have Mike Rome in WWE, if there's any future returns, because as far as we know, Bray Wyatt isn't in the game, but like we said, we have got more to be revealed. So he could be DLC character. I'm hoping so. I don't know about yourself.
He could be, possibly.
So yeah, and when it does come out, like I said, they could most likely easily scan in a guy that has returned. So Broxton Reed, for example, if he didn't make it again, ironically for the second time, it could get scanned into the game afterwards, even if they had said, hey, here's all the DLCs, and then he's added in the game as a part of a patch,
Yeah,
which is very doable. So yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that working out for including other superstars or other versions that aren't in the initial game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there are some people that are on the main roster that I'd like to see. There's Emma, for example. Like I said, Bronson Reed, Bray Wyatt. There's quite a good few of people that are, and there's a lot of NXT guys I want to see on there. But hey, we're only going to find out because there's more to be confirmed. Because they said there's more than 200 people, more than 200 slots to be announced. But that's it for now. It's a full list of all the Superstars, Legends, and DLC characters. But there's more to come, and me and Conor will go through all of the other ones that we missed out in a future video. And until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from me.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, click on the Master Chief icon to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to watch the preview of this video, click on the one on the left. If you want to watch the playlist, click on the one on the right.